All right. Hey, 376. So week 8, adaptations and training effects from anaerobic or resistance training. So I have a couple things in here. Let's start with what they all are. So there's a short video on how the nervous system adapts to resistance training. There's a podcast with Joe Rogan and Dr. Anthony Galpin. Dr. Galpin is a faculty member, professor of exercise science, and he posts some pretty good videos on just physiology, exercise science. So where I stumbled across this podcast, and at 27 minutes in until about 35 minutes, he talks about an MMA fighter that thought he was fast or explosive, and he wasn't. And I thought it was just a nice sort of way to take a practical approach to how you identify training effects, how you measure or assess. And he really talks about the difference between being strong versus being powerful or explosive in MMA. There's a chapter excerpt from NSCA, just as a quick test. So we're a minute or two into this video. If you're watching this, nice work, because the assignment, the answers are all in this PDF for you. Okay. So when you do the table, at least like 70% of your work this week, you'll find the answers directly in this PDF. And then just for kicks, just to see if we're all alive out there, do me a favor and post your favorite PG-13 joke in the GroupMe chat this week. I'm just curious how many people are watching these things that I'm making, and it'll be fun for the students that didn't watch the video, and they'll sort of be scratching their heads like, why are we seeing all these jokes pop up in chat? So answers in this PDF, most of them, okay? So your assignment this week is twofold. It's to create a table and upload it. I drafted the table already so that you can see exactly what you have to fill in. So in the table, it's basically the stimulus is resistance training. So performance variables, how does it change, right? And then only if it's highlighted. So this last column, only if it's highlighted, I want you to look up a research article that improved muscular strength, muscular endurance, vertical jump, sprint speed, and just cite the reference and write what was the training stimulus, what percentage of the weight did they lift, how many sets, how many reps, any training info, right? So that we can document what improved muscular strength. The second group is the changes in muscle fibers. Okay, same thing, training stimulus for fiber cross-sectional area, myofibrillar density. Myofibrils are, remember, actin and myosin, and myosin heavy chain protein. So just 3 variables. I want you to do the last column. You don't have to do all of them. The next adaptation list is enzymes. I want you to see what you can find for enzymes, how they change with training, increase, decrease, or no change. And then for the third column, what reaction is that enzyme in and how does it support? So you're going to use your information from bioenergetics and energy systems to answer this last column. And then metabolic energy stores, same idea. Does it increase, decrease, stored ATP, phosphocreatine with training? And the last column for this table is how does this improve our ability to lift weights or generate force? Okay. So once you work through that table, you're going to then go to the discussion board for the last piece of this assignment. And in the discussion board, you're going to post a training program that you've completed or followed. Summarize the training workout. So how many weeks, what kind of sets and reps, percent weight, was it sprint training? Maybe it was running training. Use your table assignment that show those adaptations, and I want you to link the adaptations that occur from your research to the training you did. And can you link any improvements in your training over that time period? Now, if you never trained before, that's okay. If I have not exercised or recorded anything or recorded any progress, that's okay. You're not a bad person. I want you to essentially then look up a research study and share that with us. What did they do in the study? What was the training program? And what were the results or the outcome of the training? Okay, so that's your assignment for this week. We're looking at adaptation and training effects. You're going to fill out a table, Hint, use the excerpt chapter. There's a table in there that can help you do this assignment very quickly and easily. And then post a training program and how you adapted to it. If you didn't do one, that's okay. If you didn't measure pre-post variables to see your progress, that's okay too. Find a research study that you like, share with us what they did and what the effects or the outcomes were on performance variables related to your table. All right, thanks.